Anyone done with the assignment? Okay, fine. Okay, anyway, I'll cover here. So for the other members who ever missed yesterday we are given an assignment on some if function. Okay, so we are trying to work on the same assignments. I've given three assignments. One is I want to get the result based on the month, year, and amount range wise. We'll take one after other. Just give me 1 second. We'll let Excel open. Just give me 1 sec. Okay. So my last question, how many of you are done with this assignment? Have you tried at least yesterday? Did you get a chance to open this and try? Okay, if not, leave it. See, we'll go one after other. First, we'll start solving range wise. I'll just go and start solving this. In this case, what is the question here? There is an amount column. In the amount column, there are so many numbers starting from 0 till 100. If I want to know how many values between these two numbers and what is the total, or else what is the total between these two numbers? Okay, so in this case, first of all, I should tell to Excel to identify, to find where these values are. Yes or no? Yes. How to find this? There is a logic. Whatever the amount which is there in the D column, that must be greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 100. Then I can say that the number is between these two. Okay, in this case the logic is very simple. I should identify first, then I should total it. For the identification, what is the logic? I should cross check whether whether amount is greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 100. When it is greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 100, that means it's not one condition, it is two conditions. When more than one criteria is there, what is the function I should use? Sum ifs function. What is the first argument of the sum ifs function? Which column values you want to sum? That is amount column. Oh, I have not given the defined names, right? Very quickly, let me give the defined names for this. How to give the defined names? Go to the home tab, formulas, create from selection, top row, let me click OK. Okay, so it has created four defined names to me. Now I'll just go here and I'll start writing the formula. Equal to sum ifs, total the values, the amount column. Now what is the next argument? Criteria range 1. Look into the amount column for what greater than or equal to ampersand. Do you remember we have written this type of formula while I covered with the sum ifs function? This comma, again look into the amount column, comma, what is the criteria in this column? What it has to look for? Less than or equal to join with this close bracket. Friends, don't confuse. Total the values in the amount column by looking into the amount column for greater than or equal to 1. Again, total the values in the amount column by looking into the, okay, let's check it out whether it is less than or equal to 100. Very simple function. Okay, same thing. These all you just need to follow the syntax. Just let me copy this and go here and enter. Absolutely, this is equal to my grand total. Here the very important thing is greater than or equal to ampersand. I told you you cannot cover entirely in the double quotation because L4 will become text. You cannot remove the double quotation because greater than or equal to Excel did not understand. You cannot just keep the double quotation greater than or equal to and L4 after that because an argument cannot have text and cell reference combination. But an argument can have formula. So what I did, greater than or equal to I kept in the double quotation. Then I'm trying to join with L4. Okay, that's the way I got it. If anyone having any question, please let me know. First, I'm trying to solve with the Sumifs function. Then we'll try to see through array function how we can do. If anyone having any question on this, please let me know. I hope everyone understood this. Formula text, copy and paste. If anyone having any question, please let me know. Can I go ahead? Great. So now here my question is, I want to sum all the dates in which year is 2010. That means first of all I should identify where is date having 2010 year. To identify I should give a logic to Excel. What is the logic here? How can I say that a date is belongs to 2010? Then there is a logic. I can say that the date must be greater than or equal to 1st January 2010 and the date must be less than or equal to 31st December 2010. In these two cases, if it is following both the cases, then I can say that yes, okay, then it is 2010. So in this case also, it is more than one logic. So if it is more than one criteria, I should use sum ifs function. What is the first argument? Total the values in the amount column. It is a sum range. What is the next argument? Criteria range 1. First of all, what is my criteria 1? Greater than or equal to 1st January 2010. I'm asking criteria range 1. Where I need to look that in the date column. For what? Greater than or equal to 1st January join with 2010. If Excel decodes this, can you tell me what Excel is going to display here? Simple. Greater than or equal to 01 backward slash 01 backward slash 2010 in the double quotation, right? Comma. Second criteria is also there. What is that? Again, look into the date column. Less than or equal to 31st December ampersand this. Close bracket. Friends, if your date format is MMDDYYYY, then you should keep 12 backward slash 31st backward slash. In my case, it is DDMMYYYY. I'm keeping DD backward slash MM backward slash. Okay, you must be very careful. I hope you understand this. So, total the values in the amount column by looking into the date column for greater than or equal to 1st January 2014. Again look into the date column for less than or equal to 31st December 2010, right? So control C, sorry, control V. Absolutely, absolutely it is matching. Now what I'll be doing, I will just write a formula text here so that you can check it, check that. This is what, okay, my formula text. Just check it out in 1 minute. Okay, so in this case and in this case both are one and the same. Friends, this can be solved in other way around also. Now let me solve this in a method 2. This can be solved same formula, control C, control V, but instead of F4 it is F16, instead of F4 F16. Friends, amount will not change, date will not change anyway. I have to look into that column. This piece I'll change it. See here what I'm trying to generate. If I'm trying to join this as a formula, it is giving me greater than or equal to 1st January 2010. Instead, even I can do like this. Delete this. Let me delete the entire formula so that you can understand the concept. Total the value, some range is amount column. Look into the date column, right? For what? Greater than or equal to. Now I'll join this. Okay. Greater than or equal to, I'm joining with what? I should join with what? 1st January 2010. How to build 1st January 2010? We learned a function named date function. What is the year? 2010. Okay, instead of that, I'll take the reference, comma. Next argument must be what? Month, right? 1, comma. Next argument must be what? Day, 1. Do you think the date function is over? Yes. Once I close the bracket, see the syntax is now below the date function. Once I close the bracket, since the date function is over, Sumif function remains, the syntax will go and sit under the Sumif function. Check it out. Yeah. Okay. So now it is under the Sumif function. Now once I keep comma, next argument will get highlighted in the bold. Check it out. Criteria range 2. Again, criteria range 2, date column. Now it should cross check in the date column for less than or equal to join with. How to build the date? We have a function named date. What is the first argument? Year 2010, comma 12, comma 31st. I am taking an advantage that date all year always starts with 1st January and ending with 12th December 31st. Okay, so let me close the date function. Let me close the sumif function and copy and paste. Both will give you the same result. If anyone having any question, please let me know. If anyone having any question, please let me know. I hope you are following me, right? Now, format was DDMMYY because in my clock here, are you finding my clock here? Here it is DDMMYYY. In your case, if it is MMDDYY, then here you need to change it. Okay, then you have to put instead of 31st backward slash 12, 12 backward slash 31st. But here in the date function, it is anyway standard because date function syntax defined by Excel, not by us. So if it is a date function you are writing, year, then month, then day. Okay. Any other question? No, I have taken not MMDDYYY. I have taken DDMMYYY. Yes, right. This is DDMMYY. Here I have taken because it's a date function. Check it out again. In the date function, I should not define. Excel has already given a sequence what I need to enter. Year, month, day. This I cannot change it. But if I want to write manually, I should check it out based on my system. Sir, is it fine? Vinat? Correct. As per the date function, I have followed in the second example. Now, let's come to the important point. Third one, anyone solve third assignment here by using Sumifs function? Let me write here. Unfortunately, you cannot solve this assignment by using Sumifs. There is no solution for this. Okay, I've just given you the assignment, but unfortunately, there is no solution for this assignment. No solution for this assignment. By using some ifs function. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. You don't have a solution for this. That's the reason arrays will come into the picture. This, how can you solve this? See, I have to tell a instruction to Excel that it has to take from the January month. How can we tell to January month? You cannot say first wherever the month is starting with first date and ending with 31st. That means so many months having 31 days. I said January irrespective of the year. So it has to consider 2010, 2011, 12, 13 till 18, wherever Jan is there. So this logic, I cannot keep it into Sumifs function. Okay. Now we'll try to solve everything, all these three assignments again by using array functions. First, we'll start solving this. I think everyone remembers what is array yesterday, whatever I have covered. Now let me copy this. Now you will get to know the power of arrays. Arrays will be much more smaller functions with compared to this. Now, sum ifs I got the answer, right? Now the same thing if I want to solve with some product, what I need to do? Friends, can you tell me? Equal to some product. I have to add all the columns one after other, right? I have to put all the columns as a argument. First column I have to add is, I have to multiply is amount column. Multiply with what? True and false column. When true and false will come? When I cross check amount column is greater than or equal to 1. But I have to convert true and false into zeros and ones, ones and zeros. So I have to start with minus of minus. Then cross check whether amount is greater than or equal to 1. Now, this is 499 by 1 matrix. This is 499 by 1 matrix having trues and false because I kept minus of minus. 499 by 1 matrix having ones and zeros, comma. Now what is the third array? Again multiply with minus of minus because I'm going to have true and false. Cross check whether amount is less than or equal to this. Close bracket. Close bracket. Now let me decode this. If I Excel will decode at the back end all 499 values. Excel will cross check every value in the amount column whether it is greater than or equal to 1. All are true. Why? Because obviously every value is greater than or equal to 1. I'm not only taking this, I'm also cross checking whether it is less than or equal to 100. See, you see here I found one true. Here I found one true. Here I found another true. Very few cases you got true, right? When I put minus of minus, this becomes 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. When I put minus of minus, see, now you can identify easily where it is less than or equal to 1. See, wherever 1 is there, that means it is less than or equal to 100. Now, what Excel does, because I am using a function named product, first column amount, it will multiply with this column, it will multiply with this column. Since the size of the range is same, first value of the amount column, it will multiply with first value here, it will multiply with again first value here. Out of these two, even any of the value is 0, though I am having an amount here, for that my total will become 0 only. Wherever 1 and 1 is there, the only that value it will pick up and that value it will sum finally, right? Now what I need to do, I just need to enter or control shift enter. It is just enter because some product is by default an array function. Now control C. This is the formula we can write. Very simplest way. Equal to formula text. If anyone having any question, please let me know. I hope you understood why I have given minus of minus. Can I solve the same thing by using some function, some array function? Yes. How? Let us see. Same thing, equal to sum amount to column. Now I'll put multiply because in the sum function, okay, I'm putting everything with multiplication. Cross check whether amount is greater than or equal to this value. Again multiply, cross check whether amount is less than or equal to this value. Now I am not giving minus of minus because anyway it is part of arithmetic expression. That's all. Sorry, which is wrong. Okay, so what I need to do, as I said, it's an array function. You have to use Control Shift Enter. Friends, have you observed? Even without using Control Shift Enter, I got my answer. This is an advantage of 2019 version. In 2019 version, arrays need not to be entered with Control Shift Enter. You can directly put Enter. Okay, though Control Shift Enter works in 2019 version, but still you need not to enter, okay, unless it is really required. But for our understanding, because you are not having the Office Insider or maybe Office 365 or 2019, I'm using Control Shift Enter. Now it's an array formula. How do you know that this is an array formula? How do user know that this is an array formula? It is started with and ended with a flower bracket. Now let me copy and paste. See, I got the same answer, right? Control C and Control V. Okay, now let me solve this year wise by using array formula, that is sum product. Can I solve this? Yes. Now can you tell me, can you help me out giving the formula equal to sum product? I need to multiply my first column is nothing but an amount column, comma. I should cross check whether it is greater than or equal to 2010. 1st January less than or equal to 12th December, December 12th, sorry, December 31st. So in this case, you need not to write that a bigger formula, not at all. What I'll be doing, I am writing a formula. In Excel, there is a function names year. Do you all remember there is a function names here? Now, year function, I should give one date generally. Okay, now let me write here separately just to understand. Year of this, what is my answer? 2016. If year of, now if I take instead of C 27, this one 2015 and so on. Year function you can keep only one. But if I put in the year function date, friends, that means how many serial numbers I kept in the year function? 499 serial numbers. That means I am expecting Excel to perform how many times here function? 499 times. If you enter, probably you will get 2016 because it is in the same row. But okay, when I'm trying to decode this, when I'm trying to decode this, if I'm trying to put F9, now Excel will solve all the answers and give you in the array. Check it out. Try to understand. See, equal to year, date I'm keeping. This is which matrix? 499 by 1 matrix. Year function calculates 499 times. So my final result also 499 by 1 matrix. Can I fit 499 by 1 matrix into one cell? Not possible. But at the back end, can I see that? Yes. F9, check it out. So what I'm going to do here, I'll use the sum product. I'll multiply amount column with what? True and false. True and false to cross check this one. To which value I have to cross check? I'll write a formula. Year of date. Cross check whether it is equal to this. Wow. How simple the formula is. Now, this is an array having all the years. Now, each and every value in this array will cross check whether it is 2010 or not. Wherever true is there, that means it is 2010, false is there, it's not 2010. But I have to make this as a 1 and 0. So, minus of minus, close bracket. That's all. Your formula is over. How simple my formula by using some product, by using the array concept. Check it out. How difficult this formula, how simple this formula. Here the only concept you need to understand is that I am asking year function to work 499 times. I told you yesterday, please don't use the supporting column in the original data, but I'm creating that column in single formula itself here. I hope you're following me. Now, the same thing with Control Shift Enter by using sum. Same thing. What I need to do? Remove the product. Each and everything is not an argument here. So remove this, multiply. Okay. So this is what my formula is. Let me delete that. Control V. But you should not enter. How you need to enter? Control Shift Enter. Because it's an array formula. This is more simple than even above. Check it out. Now, I told you this we cannot solve by using Sumifs, right? Now, let me solve this by using arrays. I'm just cross-checking is it possible or not. Okay, so okay. Now, Sumifs anyway you cannot do. Some product, can I do this? Yes. Same logic, whatever we have gone through earlier for the years. Now, what is the logic? The logic is very simple. Now, equal to some product, I need to multiply the amount column with what? True and false. True and false will come when I cross check for an array which is having the months with this month. If it is equal, then Jan. If not, true. If not, it's false. So how to get the array of month names? Now I'm sure everyone will start saying month function, month of date. Cross check whether it is equal to this. That means you are wrong. Okay, I need to put minus of minus to make it true and false. Can I enter? Do you think I'll get the answer? No. Why? You have to be very careful. Earlier I kept year because I need to get year number. Now I am getting month function. In the case of month function, what is your result? Is it month name or month number? It's a month number. Check it out. All 499 month numbers are here, right? But I'm trying to cross check number array with the text array. This is a text. J19 is having a text. How can you cross check number with the text? Obviously, it's a false. So I cannot use a month function here. What function I should use? Text function. Do you remember the text function I covered? Look into the serial number for what? In double quotation M, close double quote, close bracket. Now, when I put text, convert the date into MMM format, that means short form of the day, because this is short form of the day. Then Excel does 499 calculations at the back end and it will give me all the month names for each respective value in the date column. Since it is a month name in the short form, I can cross check with J19. Now check it out, you will get so many trues here. Sorry. Now check it out, you will get so many trues here, F9. Yes. Are you finding any true? Yes, true is here. True is here. So many trues I am finding, and so on. These trues to become ones and zeros, what I need to do, I kept minus of minus. See, wherever one you are finding now, that means those are all having January. So just enter, copy, and paste. That's all. That is what the power of arrays. Wherever normal formulas fails, arrays will come into the picture. Okay. So in fact, Array formulas are smaller with compared to the normal formulas. Sorry, this is formula text. For you just to identify immediately. Can I solve the same by just using sum function as an array function? Yes. So delete this sum. Can you tell me the formula now? Sum of multiply the amount column with what? Text of date, comma, mmm. My date function is over. Cross check the result of date function with this, close this, and close this. Control to enter. Copy paste. Absolutely. Okay. The same thing, but this is much more smaller with compared to that. Okay, so these are the answers for yesterday's questions. I know I went a little faster, but you can understand all these if you follow my starting classes. Okay, basic classes, because I'm not deviating the rules here. Same rules of the functions. I have to start my formula with equal sign, then I have to start a proper function name, then the arguments must be in the open parenthesis and close parenthesis. Every argument must be separated with comma. Argument, Excel is suggesting me which argument I should enter. So instead of one argument, if I take a range of arguments, that becomes an array operation. Array will not enter so many values in one cell, but you can check it out at the backend by decoding that and so on. These all we have covered the basics, right? Through which only I'm just going ahead a little bit faster now. Now let me close this and send you this file. I request you to open this file right now if you have a system and check it out for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, okay, quickly, and have a glance. So once you have a glance, then probably we can go into the consolidate feature. Yesterday's session is the heart of the consolidation. So, sorry, heart of the array functions. So you must be very careful. Friends, I uploaded one file with answers. So I request you to download it. Just check for 2 minutes. Okay. Do you have any other combination of working? If you want to try, you can try this. Sumifs are very powerful. Cross check for 2 minutes. Everyone, please download it. Friends, honestly, just to know how many of you tried yesterday this assignment? Anyone? I know you all are working professionals. I know spending time is a little difficult in our regular work. But just for my understanding, how many of you tried seriously all these three assignments? No one? Okay. Tried. Oh, Sudhir. Okay, good. Where you stuck up, Sudhir? Now you got the solutions? How I have done? Great, great. Sudhir, just for the information, yesterday we built a small tool for uh, see because six there is I think there is a 6 months provision, right? Six within 6 months you should get the money. If not, then we should reverse that invoice. So for that, if we have a ledger account of very big, one of the client, a big ledger account, it's very difficult. In the audits, 90% of the CAs are not looking into that provision because calculating whether it is coming into 6 months or not is very difficult. So yesterday we built a small tool. We are trying to make it as a commercialized. So probably I'll share with your class, with this class, the logic and everything. And I'm trying to write a macro for that so that we can circulate the same to other people. So two calculations are little difficult. One is in case of advances. In the case of advance, we have to cross check within 1 month we got the invoice or not. If invoice comes, that's fine. If not, on the advance we should pay the GST. So the second thing is, uh, once we raise the invoice within 6 months, whether we are getting the money or not. If not, then we should reverse that input. We are paying the six money within 6 months or not, right? So okay, fine. So let me go ahead. Now let me save this. Yeah, built a array formula, Sudhir, yesterday. So if anyone copy paste their ledger account there, automatically they'll get a summary how much they need to reverse the GST input. And in case of advances also, it will give you month-wise summary. See, I'm telling you all, Excel is such an amazing. If you know the basic concepts and if you can correlate the same thing with the advanced, and there is no case, okay, anything you can leave. Okay, any logic can be solved with Excel. Any case study can be solved. And Excel is no more the old Excel. Now 2019 version is much more amazing. Okay, I'll cover a couple of concepts about, are you finding ideas here? So what is the meaning of ideas? What is the meaning of, data types? And what is the meaning of, while I'm taking, sometimes I'm getting a spill error, right? I'll get to know in the later sessions what is the meaning of dynamic arrays and so on. Okay, very powerful. Now let me save it. Let me close it. Friends, let me cover one feature today, names Consolidate. So I'm just taking one blank Excel file. Let me save this file in the folder names Consolidate. Sorry, batch 9 Consolidate feature. It is today is day 9, is it? Okay. So this is an unexplored feature by many people. This is one of the very important feature. It is there since 2003 version. But I feel 80 to 90% of the people doesn't know that there is a feature called Consolidate. Unexplored feature, but very powerful feature. Now I'm taking 4 sheets. Let me rename the first sheet as Q1. Now take another, copy this, Okay, let me just, oh, sorry. Let me insert one more sheet, shift plus F11. Okay, this is Q2, shift plus F11. This is Q3, shift plus F11, and this is Q4. And I want all this must be in the order. So Q1 is here, Q2 must be here, Q3 must be here, right? So I want to select all the sheets. What I need to do? Right click, select all. How do you know that? It turned from the gray color to the white color. Now, I'll take some random data. Again, like we have taken earlier company, and let's take amount. Let's take Facebook, let's take WhatsApp, let's take Instagram, let us take LinkedIn, let's take Telegram, let us take Snapchat, sorry. Let's take Hangout, let's take TikTok, okay, and let it be. Now, for every company, let me have some random amounts. So equal to rand between 100 to 1000, copy paste special values. Now this entire working is happening in every sheet because I have selected every sheet. But you may be thinking, Sharon, you said the data should not be into the same position, right? If data is in the same position, I can simply use a sum function, Q1 colon Q4 exclamation mark B2 colon, yeah, B2 or B3 and so on. I know that. So what we need to do, I'm trying to delete, okay, in this case 2, in the last case 1. So only these values are there. Here, I'm trying to delete these 2 and I'm trying to delete these 2. Okay, now let me reshuffle LinkedIn somewhere here. Now let me put the Telegram somewhere on top. Okay, now let's go to Q3. I'm not touching Q3 anything. Let the Q3 be as it is. Q4, I'm not keeping anything at all. Q4, a new company came, PUBG, 500. The same PUBG is also repeated, 500. Okay, now do you think your data is exactly in the same position? No, entirely different data. Still, I want to consolidate. Friends, very important feature. You must be very careful. Consolidate feature can be, you can navigate it in two ways. You can use the shortcut Alt plus D plus N. Sorry, Alt comma D comma N. D for data and for consolidation. The second one is you can go to the data tab. You can go to the consolidate feature. Okay. So let me first, what you need to do if you want to consolidate this data, keep the cursor into the place where you want to get the consolidation. Now let me click this. Okay, so once you click this consolidate button, you will get a pop-up. This is the pop-up. This pop-up is having, Excel is asking, Sharon, which function you want to use for the consolidation. Do you want to total all the companies, or do you want to count? Do you want to average? Do you want to max, min, product, count numbers, and so on? I am trying to tell to Excel, just take sum, that's fine. Now another question, how do Excel know which databases it has to consider? Obviously, right? My Excel can have hundreds of data sets. So I should select those data sets first. So keep the cursor into the reference, go to the Q1, select this, add in the memory of Excel, go to Q2, select this, add in the memory of Excel. Are you finding? Once I add, that is coming below. Go to Q3, select including the headings, add, go to Q4, select including the headings, add. Friends, here the very important thing is you need to select the headings also. Friends, till now I did nothing except open the consolidate, join, added all the 4 data sets here. Now this is most important part. See, this part is very important. This part is very important. You must be very careful, right? Now Excel is asking use labels in, right? I want to use labels left column. you will get to know the meaning of it. Why I have selected left column here? Because my intention of selecting the left column is that I'm giving an instruction to Excel. Mr. Excel, out of all the 4 data sets, take the left column out and give me the unique values. How do you know that it's going to display the unique values? Because the meaning of the label is unique. Obviously, right? In my final consolidation, irrespective of the values, how many are there in each and every quarter, the total unique values I should get into consolidate. And also I should select the top row. Why? Once it removes the left column, once it has given the unique values, how many columns are remaining? One column. For which, what is the top value? That is what the uniqueness. Because in all the 4 quarters, the top value is amount only. That's the reason it is going to total all 4 quarters. If I click OK, I'm not checking anything here as of now. Okay. Now for the time being, let me just click OK. Absolutely, you got your answer. Cross check. I'm sure this is the correct answer. How do you know that this is correct? That's the reason I said I kept PUBG as a 4th quarter, 2 values, 500, 500. If you go here, it is 1000 here. Go and cross check. Facebook is 841, wherever Facebook is there. Okay, 314 plus 527, it is 841. Now, okay, what Excel is doing, Excel is concentrating the top row, Excel is concentrating the left column, right? So if top row as of now is only 1, it has taken 1 column. If top rows are 3, even in my final result, top rows 3 will come. Now the same thing, what I'm trying to do. Now instead of amount title, let me change it to Q1. Instead of Q2 amount to title, let me change it to Q2 because this is belongs to Q2 sheet. Instead of amount, let me make it Q3. Instead of amount, let me make it Q4. Right? Now, if I go and apply the same consolidation, let's go to the data, let's go to consolidate. Because I'm applying in the same sheet, you need not to select the data sets again. It has already taken. It has already checked this. Okay. Now if I click OK, can you tell me what will happen? Do you think my left column values will change? No. Left column unique values are same. I did not change it. But do you think my top row values will change? Yes. Earlier, I was having only one top row, that is amount column. Now I am having 4 unique top rows, that is Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Since earlier only amount is there, since amount is matching everywhere, it has summed all the 4 values. But here, each and every item is separate. It will give you one after other like this. Cross check. Absolutely. Okay, see, it has changed entire my data like this. Generally, to arrange the data in this format, first you need to put everything one below other, then you should use pivot table, or else you have to take left column one below other. For every quarter, you should write a VLOOKUP function or Sumifs function. But thanks to Excel. Okay, my consolidate feature has just given me the solution just like that. You may be thinking, Sharon, after my consolidation, why there is no value which is coming in this corner? It is giving me some instruction again. There is a rule, okay, that in the 2-dimensional data, this cell will not have any meaning. Do you agree with me? This cell is not having any meaning because the cell is neither belongs to this nor belongs to this. I hope you get my point, right? So that's the reason in the 2-dimensional data, this is not having any meaning. Okay, I hope you understood. Now the question is, if I go back and change my original data, 999, do you think my data will change here automatically? It has not changed here. It has also not changed here. Okay. Why? Because that's the difference between the functions and the features. Functions are dynamic in the nature because we are giving the references, but features are not dynamic in the nature. Why? Because feature works till that point of time. If you wanna change, if you change the original data, this will not change automatically. Okay, however, though we cannot change it automatically, Excel is having a small workaround for this in this consolidate. Okay, let me insert one more thing. Let me put consolidate. This time I link to my original data. So what I need to do, I need to go to the data tab, go to the consolidate, then reference, go to Q1, select this entire data, add in the memory, go to Q2, select this entire data, add in the memory, go to Q3, select this entire data, add in the memory, then go to Q4, select this entire data, add. I have to select top row, left column. Till this point we know. Then there is third checkbox names. Create links to source data. Okay. Now let me even select this. Now what Excel is doing, Excel is giving you the same answer, no doubt at all. But it is linking to the original data. Now once I click OK, if you check it out, this is exactly the same what you have got here. This is exactly the same this. But if you observe, if I go here and keep the cursor here, 529 is a constant. But if I go and keep the cursor, it's having a sum function. When you are having plus symbols here, that means it is grouped. Once I click the plus symbol, it will expand. Now what Excel is trying to give me, Excel is summing these two. Now, what is there here? It is having a link to my Q1 sheet. So how to link this? If I want to follow that, control open bracket will take you to that. Now, what I need to do, if I go and change this to 999, it will change automatically. Now enter, go back to control links. 999 has automatically changed. For example, this is 560, this is 745, this is 966. This is from the quarter 3 Instagram. If I want to follow this control open bracket, then if I make it 9999, do you think it will change automatically there? As take it out, it has changed because it is having a reference. But friends, my question, if I go and change instead of Instagram to PUBG, do you think this will be added to PUBG automatically? No, this is still with Instagram only. Why? You must understand a fact here that you must understand a fact here that only if you change the existing amount, that will change automatically. If you change either left column or top row, or if you add something, or if you delete something, it will not work. Though it has given you create links to the source data, okay, but that is only for the amounts. Friends, if I want to expand everything, okay, if I want to expand everything, you can just click 2. If I want to collapse everything, 1. Expand, collapse, right? Now, this is what we call it as a groups. Sometimes you will get hundreds of groups. For example, this is one group. You can go to view tab, you can go to data tab and you can group. Are you finding now? One level of grouping is there. Now this is one more group, for example. Are you finding 3 is there? Now this is one more group. 4 levels of grouping is there. Now this is one more group. 5 levels of grouping is there. Now this is one more group. Okay. When I start keeping the grouping, then Excel will give me, okay, this is one more group. Started giving the numbers. You need to give this plus, give this plus, give this plus, click this, it has grouped. So you will find those many numbers on top. If you put 6, everything will expand, highest number. Everything expanded. If I put 5, one step back. If I put 4, one step back. 3, one step back. 2, one step back. 1, one step back. If I put 6, expanded everything. Take it out. That's the same way the grouping works. I know what is your question. You may be asking, Sharon, why B column is given me the workbook name? The meaning of this is this feature even you can use when the data is there in different Excel workbooks. If my data is there in different Excel workbooks, how do I remember, how do I know that a value is coming from which Excel file? That's the reason it has given a reference to Excel file name. For easy understanding, here I have taken all the 4 quarters in the same Excel. If there is a situation where instead of each and every sheet, these all are coming from different Excel files, those file names will come here. If anyone having any question, please let me know. Okay, just friends, let us take quickly 3 minutes break and we'll come back. Okay, everyone just quickly take 3 minutes break. In the meanwhile, just have a look into this. Okay. There is a question from the participant Vinatha. Can you please repeat the grouping again? Yeah. Vinatha, this grouping is actually, I just explained you when we are trying to do the projections. For example, I have taken, let me take one more sheet. Let's say January, Feb, March, April, and so on till December, right? And quarter wise, I want to group separately. Then what we do? We select these three and we group, right? Okay, let me insert here. So we select this and we group. This is one grouping. Okay, I want to have a grouping column wise. Now these three grouped. Now these three I want to group. Okay, again. So let me select this. This is a group. I'm sorry. Now this April. Now you can select from April to this is actually, yeah. Now I can have a grouping probably for April to June. Then you can have a grouping from July to December. When you have a grouping, and for example, the same thing I'm writing for 5 years, then this is all I can group one more. Let me select this entirely. This is grouping maybe 2010. Okay. In those cases, when you have a vertical grouping, you will have the numbers like this. When you have a horizontal grouping for rows, you have the numbers like this. If you don't even the numbers to display, then simply you can go here and you can, I think this is the one. I not, yeah, it is from, it is in the data tab. Are you finding in the data? Oh, oops, got stuck up. Yep, it is there from the data tab. Okay, group. Okay, this is, you have to just select those values. It's an icon it is giving. Select the rows and click group so that that will be grouped. Select, if you want to ungroup this, you can just select it, ungroup. So that, sorry, ungroup, ungrouped, right? Now you select everything. Now you do ungrouped everything. Okay, that is the way it appears. Here I'm trying to tell you exactly, it has grouped automatically because I want to see the grand total level, or maybe expansion. If I expand everything, this is the way. If I put it everything, this is the way. Friends, let us look into the other important aspects in the consolidation. Now, consolidation can work in 3 ways. Okay, it can do the 3 level of consolidation rules. Consolidate feature, as I said, the navigation is data tab. In that data tools group, in that consolidate feature. Okay, it does 3 levels of consolidation. It does 3 types of consolidation. What are they? One, first it will cross check in the same data set, if left column is repeating, it console those values. Then in the same data set, the same data set, if top row is repeating, it console those values. Then in the other data sets, in all data sets, if left column or top row repeating, it console those values. Okay, so my meaning is, for example, this is A, this is AMT amount 10, 10. Excel will consolidate this. This is one type of consolidation because in the same data set A and A is repeating, so 20 will be answered. Let's say, for example, this is first type. Second type is A is there, amount is there, amount is there. Since the same amount is repeating in the same data set, column is repeating. Okay, Excel first add 10 plus 10. This is second type. The third type is A is there, amount is there, 10. This is a normal data set. One more is there here, this is 20. Then Excel will add up this and this both. Now I'll get 10 plus 20. This is third data set, third type. Okay, this is the way it works. Now if this is the case, can you tell me what is the answer in this case? A. Now amount, amount, amount. Okay, I'm having equal to rand between some 100 to 1000. Copy paste special values. Now the same data set is there one more. The same data set is there one more. Now this is first data set. This is second data set. Now let me write this. First data set. Then this is second data set. Then this is third data set. Now, if I ask you a question, if I consolidate these three data sets here, Alt D N is the shortcut, consolidate. What is my first data set? Select this. Add. What is my second data set? Select this. Add. What is my third data set? Select this. Add. Top row, left column. If I click OK, can you tell me what is my answer? Can anyone guess what is the answer? Or how Excel calculates in this case? Since, okay, the value is repeating in every, okay, data set, first it add up 167 plus 940 plus 246 plus 1000. Even the title is same, the column also. Then whatever the result it is getting after adding all these three, it is even adding to the next column and next column. So though the same amount is repeating, while it is consolidating, this is A amount total of this. Again, A amount total of this. A amount total of this. If it add up all these three data sets, the total of all these 16 values, 16 values, 16 values. So only one will come, A amount, grand total will come of all three data sets. Now just to prove this is correct, 1, 2, 3, 21,285. I hope now you understood clearly. Okay, it does the consolidation in the same data set also. That's the reason PUBG, though it came 2 times, it has added automatically. Okay, And one more beautiful beautiness of this consolidation is that, let me open one of my files. Maybe I can open something from the FFD classes. Consolidation of the data sets. Let me, okay, let me open this. Okay, let me open this. Friends, now let me come control C. Yeah, let me copy this. Let me, what is this? One sec. Yeah. So let me add one more sheet. Let me rename this sheet as console free data sets. Okay. So control C, control V. Yeah. Control C. Okay. Paste special values, paste special format, and so on. Now, just give me one sec. Okay. So this is what my data. Now, in this case, if I ask you to consolidate, Excel is stacking up. Yeah. Uh, oops. Yeah. So in this case, what is the problem with these data sets? Can anyone tell? My sequence of the columns is not exactly same. CGST, SGST, IGST. Then IGST, SGST, CGST. Then SGST, CGST, IGST. If this is the case, if I want to consolidate the data, normally in these cases, what is the problem we find? First, since the data is not exactly in the same sequence, first we'll arrange the data exactly into the same sequence. Maybe keeping this as a base, we'll, we'll cut this, and we'll paste this as a first column, then SGST as a second column, then I'll keep IGST as a third column. Then here also CGST I'll put as a first column, SGST second column, IGST third column. If everything is into correct sequence, then I can console. Okay. If you have so many columns for so many data sets, you cannot do that job, right? That is the case where even consolidate works better, right? So go to the reference, select this entire data set, add in the memory of Excel. Now go to the second data set, add. Now go to third data set, add, top row, left column. If I click OK, absolutely, it will automatically take by looking into the correct column. That's the reason I'm telling you headings are very important. Headings are very important in this case. See, now A 949, here in the CGST 462, here in the CGST 494, here this is also A 736. It is 2641, absolutely 2641. So what Excel is doing, Excel is not looking into the sequence. Excel is only looking into whether CGST is matching to which column here, that column it is picking up. Title is matching where that column it is picking up. So irrespective of the sequence of the columns, as long as the title is matching, it will pick up and it will give you the answer. This is what the beauty of, okay, this feature. Okay. Now, just give me one sec. Let me save this file. Day 9. Yep. Okay. Now, friends, I'll give you one small assignment. Please bear with me. Uh, Recon of two data sets. Let me put this file in our folders. This is day 4, day 9. Let me open this file. Friends, generally reconciliation, what we do, what is the meaning of reconciliation? Reconciliation means we'll take the balance as per one data source and we'll arrive to the balance as per the other data source. That's a reconciliation. The meaning of bank reconciliation is what? We will take amount as per the bank and we'll do the adjustments plus or minus. Then we'll arrive the balance as per the book. Otherwise, we'll take the balance as per the book and we'll arrive the balance as per the bank. And in between, we'll do the adjustments. If you look into any typical reconciliation, that is following couple of standards. Okay. What is that? Source as per first data set, sorry, or else amount as per first data set, first source we'll write. This is what first we'll take it, right? Then we'll add, what we will add? Transactions which are available in second source but not in first source. Do you agree with me? This I'll add. Now, what is the next thing I'll put it? I'll minus transactions which are available in first source but not in second source. Yes or no? Then I'll put plus or minus, right? Transactions which are available in both sources but with differences. The difference value I'm going to keep here. Then if I do all these three adjustments, I will arrive amount as per second source. Simple, right? If you do any reconciliation, there are only three cases which is possible. Okay, if we look into any two source of data, only following situations may be possible. Only following situations are possible. What are they? Available in both sources and matching the balances and matching, right? Second, available in both sources but not matching. The transaction is available, but in the first source it may be 1000, in the second source it may be 100 only, but amounts are not matching. Transactions are available but amounts are not matching. And also amounts are matching. What is the third situation you may find? Available only in first source but not in second source. Fourth one, available only in second source but not in first source. That's all. Okay. So These are the only four situations which are possible. No other situation is possible. Now, based on what you are taking as a first source, we'll add or remove, we'll add or subtract that, and wherever 2 to 3 items are there, where it is matching as well as but with the differences, then I'll take plus or minus based on which is highest and which is lowest. Okay, based on that I'll go. Now, what is my question in this case? I have given you two data sources, ERP bank, and references I have given, and here also reference I have given. Amounts I have given, amounts I have given. Now, my question is, in looking into these two data source, and what is the method you follow to have a consolidation like this? Okay, and always understand when I give an assignment, in this probably I've given a very small data, but in a real sense, this data may be huge in thousands of records. You cannot use the VLOOKUP function. I'm sure immediately VLOOKUP came into your mind. Why? Because if you observe, couple of items are repeating. See, check it out. These two, okay, are repeating. VLOOKUP will not work in case if it is repeating, right? So try to understand, is there a method or what is the procedure you follow and to solve this assignment? I'm just saving this file. Now let me close it. I'll send you this as an assignment today. Okay. And I think consolidation is also over. If anyone having any question with respect to the consolidation, please let me know. One of the very important feature in Excel, that is consolidation. The day before yesterday when I talk about the 3D sum function, and I told you it is only working in case if the data is exactly in the same position. But even the data is into different position, I can simply use the consolidate to get my results here. As simple as it. Save and close. And today's assignment, from today, mostly every day you'll get one other assignment. Okay. This is assignment, and this is some assignment and result solution. If anyone having any question, please let me know. Okay, friends, are you following? Sir, friends, are you following? Can you please confirm? I hope my voice is clearly audible to you. Great. Now we'll just start, okay, with a small feature which takes another 10 to 15 minutes, then we'll close the session. Friends, my request, please, okay, come tomorrow without fail, because tomorrow I'm going to start a very important topic, names index and match functions. Okay, index function, match function independently, okay, maybe not very much relevant, but once you join these two functions together, then that becomes very effective. Okay, and after index and match function, we'll start talking about lookup functions. After lookup function category, we'll talk about financial functions, because a lot of chartered accountants or finance domain members are here. Okay, after the financial functions, we'll cover the text functions. Once the text function is over, okay, we'll break the formulas, because most of the formulas by that time we must be covering. Okay, today I'll not cover maybe any other function, but let me give you a couple of small functions at very important in Excel. Now let me open one Excel file. Let me open one Excel file. Friends, let me introduce you a function names indirect function. The very important function, very effective, very powerful. Okay, you will get to know what is this indirect function does. Normally, just give me the answer. If I put, let's say 100 is there. If I put equal to A3, what is my answer? It's 100. Equal to in double quotation A3, what is my answer? Can you put in the chat box? Can you put in the chat box? It is A3 text. Okay. What indirect function does, it will convert your text into the reference. Now what I'm going to do, I'll keep A3 in the indirect function. Though it is a text, but because I am keeping into the indirect function, Excel will check it out. Is there any cell name with this text? If it is, Excel will give you that value. You know the advantage of this? Let's say I've deleted this. Let's say I'm deleting this entire row. If I delete this row, can you tell me what is my answer here? It's a reference error because you deleted something which is referred directly to a formula, directly into the formula. But in this case, because it's an indirect reference, A3 is in the text. As of now, A3, whatever it is there, it is taking that value. As of now, it's a blank, so it is giving me 0. Don't confuse. For example, friends, I'm trying to take here 100. Now, A is there, 3 is there, equal to this, join with this. Can you tell me what's the answer? If I take E4 ampersand F4, E4 is having A, then I'll get A3 text. Don't confuse. How do you know this is a text? Select this. Decode F9, it solves, right? So if I enter, it's a A3 text. Now if I keep indirect on top of this, indirect of A3 text means A3 reference. So try to understand. Indirect of A3 text means A3 reference. Indirect of indirect of, for example, A1 colon A10 text means A1 colon A10 range. Indirect of, let's say, Kajal text means Kajal defined name. But whatever the text you are taking, that must be equal to either a reference or a range or a defined name. If Kajal defined name is not there, you will get nothing. For example, I am keeping here a formula equal to indirect in double quotation Kajal. What's my answer now? Excel is cross-checking because you kept in the indirect function. This becomes a causal reference. Is there a causal reference in the entire Excel? No. So you'll get a reference error. Don't do that. So if for example, for this cell, let me give the name as a Samantha. Okay. So equal to indirect in double quotation Samantha. What's my answer if I enter? Is there a reference name Samantha? Yes. My answer is 100. Now, equal to indirect Samantha. Can you tell me what is my answer? Now, put in the chat box. Could you please put in the chat box what is my answer? No, it's not 100. If I keep equal to Samantha, then 100. It is the reference error absolutely. Why? Samantha is giving me 100. That means 100 will be replaced here at the back end. Is there any reference name 100 in Excel? No, it's a reference error. I hope you're following me, right? You must be very careful. So for example, let us take 500. Let's take A11, A12, A13, A14, A15. Try to understand. If I write a formula indirect of this, what is the answer? What is the answer? Can you tell me? Can anyone tell what is the answer in this case? Indirect of A16. Can anyone tell what is the answer? Put in the chat box. Indirect of A16 is A16 only. Where is A16? No. See, don't confuse. You have to follow the method here. Even Vamshi, A15 is a wrong answer. A16, Excel will decode at the backend. If Excel decodes, Excel will pick up this value and display here. Let me put F9. It is what backend Excel is understanding A16. A16 is having A15 text. That means this is A15 text. Indirect of A15 text. Indirect of A15 text means A15 reference. A15 reference is having which value? A14. My answer is A14. Don't confuse, please. Okay. Now, indirect of okay, in this case, how it happens, A16 is having A15 text. So, indirect of A16 cell reference means indirect of A15 text. That means A15 reference. Hence, A14 text is the answer. Don't confuse. In this case, A16 reference is having A15 text. Indirect of A15 text is A15 reference. A15 reference is having A14 text. Now, equal to indirect of this one. Close bracket, close bracket. Can you tell me what is the answer if I enter? Don't confuse, decode. This meaning is A15 text. This meaning is A15 text of indirect function is A15 reference. A15 reference is having A14. So this result is A14 text. Now indirect of A14 text is A14 reference. A14 reference is having A13. So my answer is A13 text. Now, let me copy the same formula, paste here. If I put one more indirect on top of this, don't confuse. A16 is having A15 text. Indirect of A15 text is A15 reference. A15 reference is having A14 text. Indirect of A14 text is A14 reference. A14 reference is having A13 text. Indirect of A13 text is A12 text. On top of everything, let me copy this and paste here. Okay, indirect, it is A11. If I put finally on top of everything, okay, one more indirect function, now my answer is 500. On top of everything, if I put one more indirect function, guys, can you tell me what is the answer now? Indirect of 500. Is there any 500 reference? No, error. It's not available error. It is reference error. This is the way which is working. It looks very confusing, but don't worry. When situation comes, indirect function becomes very powerful. Tomorrow you will get to know how we are going to play with the indirect function, right? I'll give you even a couple of assignments tomorrow. There are in Excel couple of best combinations are there. What are they? Index and match are very good friends in Excel. Match are best combination. Let me cut this. Let me put here. Then indirect with defined names are best combination. Are best combination. That means it can create wonders if these two features joins together. Indirect and row are best combination again. VLOOKUP and choose are best combination in Excel. Lot of things, right? So some of the functions looks very simple or irrelevant in the first instance, but when you are trying to join that with some other function, it is more powerful. Okay, so in Excel some functions looks irrelevant, but they are having power if you use them as a supporting function. Okay, so these all are best combinations, and this is indirect function. Friends, for example, for example, 1,000 here, this 1,000 I'm keeping a name as uh, the bang 2, okay? And this 1 lakh I'm giving a name as, sorry, this 1 lakh I'm giving a name as the bang 1. Let's say here, the bang is there, 1 is there, okay? Equal to, if I want to join these two, what I need to do, this ampersand this, can I enter? Yes. If I put indirect function, can you tell me what is the answer? Indirect of Dabang 1 text. Is there any proper reference with the name of Dabang 1? Yes. What is that? Dabang 1 reference is there. That's a defined name. What is that value? 1 lakh. So my answer is 1 lakh. If I keep it 2, my answer is 1,000. Because this becomes a Dabang 2 in the formula, and Dabang 2 is having 1,000. See how powerful the defined names are. Okay. That's the reason I'm telling you indirect is very effective in case of defined name. Tomorrow I'll give you a couple of other assignments with respect to the indirect function. Okay, just try to understand till this point. If you have any question, please let me know. Friends, come with a lot of challenges so that we can work, we can discuss those things in the class, and we can try to give the solution. How many case studies if you get me? Okay, if you come across and let me know those many case studies I can cover here. Anyway, whatever the regular process, my schedule and syllabus I'll cover. But if you think something which you need to share, or you are struggling a lot since many years to get the solution, then you please share with me, then we'll try to get the solution for that. Yeah, this is an indirect function. So tomorrow's session is very important. I'm going to cover indirect function, couple of examples, and index and match function. And tomorrow session gonna be very important, friends. This Saturday and Sunday, I'll not be taking any session. In fact, weekends, I'm not planning to. If you would like to continue, okay, I'm okay to even take weekends. But Saturday, you should excuse me because I'm having next 5 Saturdays session at Tirupati. Okay, so Saturday morning, I'll be flying at around. If I'll be in a hotel, definitely I'll take it because it's anyway mobility, so I can take from anywhere. But exactly between that 6:30 to 8:30, I'll be in flight. Okay, so if you want me to take on Sunday, we'll take it. Otherwise, we'll continue from Monday to Friday. Even excess 5 days, 6 days, we'll take it. That's fine. Okay. Anyway, we'll decide tomorrow whether we'll have a session on Sunday or not. Okay. My suggestion is we can have 5 days peacefully. Saturday, Sunday, I'll give you a couple of assignments. You can start working on that. Okay. Don't worry. We can, even if it is 1 or 2 days excess, I'll take it and I'll complete the syllabus. I feel other couple of things also I would like to cover. I'll cover it. Don't worry. Okay. That's all. If anyone having any question, please let me know. I have to share my issues with Excel. Vinat will probably connect today. Okay, maybe evening time or sometime. I'll let you know whenever I'm free. I'll ping you so that whenever you are free, we both can discuss. Okay, great. Now, very quickly upload the material. Let me upload the material. Friends, whatever you downloaded the Sumifs function, okay, you can ignore it because I've covered after that couple of other things also in the same file. Now, let me upload all the files again. So, let me take consolidate feature. Now, let me take Sumif assignment with the solutions. then day 9, then indirect function. Friends, as I said, I'm giving you one reconciliation, one assignment, that is recon of two data sets. If you have a time, please go through that. Okay, so upload. I'm uploading 4 Excel files now. Please download it. Okay, before you leave, I request you to quickly download so that we can close the system. If anyone having any question in the meanwhile, please let me know, and please don't hesitate to ping me personally in my WhatsApp. Okay, anything relating to Excel. Friends, my humble suggestion for all of you, attend personally the classes so that the